Imagine a future where we have solved many of the problems plaguing humanity today. Food and energy are issues of the past, and human beings have established orbital and lunar colonies. We here at IDGI have invented a satellite capable of transporting you to this not-so-distant future, and the rest is up to you.
Children are eagerly awaiting the Seeker's arrival. Throughout most of the UK, there will be all officers to mission operations, followed by 20 centimeters of snow. Here at home, we're facing one hell of a storm front. Early this morning at the port of Livingston, 21 workers were found dead in a cargo container ship. The ship had initiated
It's Rook 25. Will you open the door?
Personnel on site reported
Can you hear me, Bishop?
21
I'm coming in.
Dead. Nothing further.
Lights.
Including cause of death and origin of the
Much
vessel
better.
have been released.
Not so
by
sorry to wake you,
authorities.
Bishop. We
And that's
thought
the
you should
latest
know
from
about
here
our
in London.
little
I'm Malcolm
escort.
Thomas.
Well, we are somewhere over Bulgaria. You are in the same place you were before you, fell asleep. Any more odd questions, or can we get to work? Just met 2 hours ago. Isn't very funny, new guy. But you know, let's see where this goes. My name is Alana Boyle, codename Rook 25. I am your weapons and combat specialist. Do you know what your name is? I'm not going to answer that. What the hell is wrong with you? So let's get you suited up and ready to kick some homeless arse. Here are your basic Consortium tools. You got your PCU, BUS and assault helmet, all specifically tailored to fit you nice and snug. Yes, I did. The group we're up against here are unofficially called the Homeless Mercenaries. I'm not surprised you've never used this equipment before. The bloody BUS alone is so expensive. We're one of the only agencies in the world who use it. Think SSK, only with built-in hardpoint sockets. Huh? What part don't you understand? Are you pulling my chain? Well, I know the Canadian military still uses SSK, so I don't know what you're playing at on that one. You better not act like this with a K, or she'll tear you a new one. Well, that's what your file says. You sure are a strange one. You know what? You're acting a little lopsided. Maybe you should go and see Rook 13 in the med bay. I'll tell him you may be coming. It's your choice, whether or not to go, of course, but I think it's better to be safe, right? We don't want a banged up bishop on our hands. Will you please suit up now? Now, Pawn 7 and I have some CCU maintenance to take care of in the lower crawl. Feel free to wander the ship and meet your new crew, or maybe hit up the virtual trainer and complete your bishop training scenario. The VT is at the end of the hall, next to the elevator. Oh, and don't forget to go and get your CMC from the K. You can find her in mission operations, at the end of the hall, to your right.
Good afternoon, sleepyhead. Yes, Bishop? What can I do for you? Oh, I was just checking on something for Rook 9. He's a little concerned because we can't seem to track Angelov's location of transmit. Usually Zenlil can pinpoint where he's contacting us from, but not today. Only the 3. Rook 9's the ship's captain. Rook 25, your combat specialist. And Rook 13, the onboard doctor. You know Knight 15, of course, and the rest of us are pawns. Right now there's about 10 of us on board, give or take. That's exactly what my parents say. And I tell them that being any part of an organization like the Consortium is a blessing from the ancestors. Anyway, if you don't mind, I have to go check in with Rook 9 now. Hey, and try to avoid Pawn 1 if you want to keep from screaming at someone on your first day.
You know it as well as I do, Patricia.
Do you really want to get into this now? She could come back from the crawl at any second.
Do I look like I care? Let her hear me. I do not deserve this kind of treatment, and it's time she understands this.
What kind of treatment? You've only been here a month and you're already complaining.
She does not need to treat us like ants to be stomped on.
Can we just get back to work, please?
Fine. But I will not let her push me around anymore.
Yes, whatever you say. Good afternoon, Bishop. I'm sorry you had to hear all that. Rook 25's just been acting a little more strict lately. And Pawn 4 here just thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Doesn't understand why she can't be nice to him.
She's been acting like a real bitch. Apparently she's been like this since Bishop 8 left. Well, you're certainly no fun. If I had known Bishop 8, I bet I would say he's a lot more fun than you.
Ignore him, Bishop. He's new and probably won't last past the holidays. And for that matter, it's really no wonder he's got nowhere else to be for Christmas. Tell me something. What made you strive to become a bishop? Well, the world is actually doing a pretty good job of saving itself. The end of a massive world war tends to do that. But everything comes back around eventually. And we'll be here when it does. Yes, it was. Why do you sound like you don't know what I'm talking about? The resource wars, what did you think I meant? Both the sadly prophetic end of our past and crucial beginning to our future. I forget who said that, but it best describes the war for me. It needed to happen for the world to stop and take notice, for things to finally start moving in the right direction. No, thank you. We talked enough about it in school. I know you're young, but you're not stupid, so stop being so ignorant. I'm sorry, Bishop, but I've got some work in upper avionics to take care of. Wade mentioned something about environmental monitors acting funny, and he wants me to check it out.
Oh, hey. I know you probably want to get to know me and all that crap, but Rook 25 has just stuck me with many of Pawn 7's duties. I am a little busy. Oh, you do you? The Bishop wants to talk. Okay, Bishop. I can give you a second. What would you like to talk about? She's a bitch. I didn't make this clear enough before. Any more questions? How the hell should I know? I got here just before Bishop 8 left the ship. I barely even saw them together. Alright, I got to get back to work. Bishop.
Oh, well, hey, the new bishop. I got a few minutes to talk if you want. How was your sleep? Those bunks up there can be pretty comfortable. They're 60% made of hemp. Canadian hemp, the best in the world. Well, what? I mean, what's that you just said? About your skin? I'll bet it does. I felt the same when I made the switch from working for an airline. Like going from being a fly to an Andean condor. You just wait a couple missions, I promise. You'll start to feel right at home.
No, hey, Bishop. I didn't hear you come in. I have to get back to work.
Wait a second, Mackay, not so fast. Are you coming to the party or not? We're having it before you leave for home, the second we're done in BC. No excuses will be accepted.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you.
So, Bishop, I was just playing a game with my brother, but he had to go and take care of something. Do you need anything else from me? I'd be happy to chat, at least until my brother gets back. Pawn 64? Who knows? He refuses to come to the party we're throwing for you and Rook 13. Says he won't go if Rook 13 is there. What's that about? And who turns down a chance to party? Really? Well, if you don't mind, yeah, that would be great. I'm sure he'll listen to you. I'm a minor systems technician. You ever want to change the in-flight movie or have complaints about the coffee, you come to me. Hey now, I mean, I am a Consortium officer. The Consortium! It's like when I was 13 and my mother told me I was going places. Now I know where she meant. Bit of an old school choice, but sure, like being Brad Pitt, 40 years ago. Hey, so what are you doing for the holidays? Any plans? My brother and parents are right now, as we speak, spread out on a beach in Barbados. We'll be headed down that way after your induction ceremony and the party. Nothing but sand, sun, good food, and dry drinks. Haha, doesn't it though? I really can't wait. Yeah, we're dropping the twins off in Ireland first, then on to BC to meet with the Queen and have you officially sworn in. Well, you'll be meeting with the Queen. I've never met her, but I'm told she's nice. Yes, yes. My mother says I've got a motor where my mouth should be. Turtle talk is what my speech therapist taught me when I was 7 years old, but I never liked her. She always smelled like fish dipped in barbecue sauce. I'm sorry, Bishop. I've got to get back to my game. My brother's back and we don't have much time to finish this level. We'll talk later, I promise.
Bishop 6, welcome to the medical bay.
This place is disastrous. I do apologize.
Oh, come on, Kieran. Greet our new bishop.
Bishop? It's nice to see you again. Yes. It is a 32-inch Toshiba from 1995. One of the many televisions I've managed to acquire over the years. The best in my collection is a 3-inch General Electric Octagon from 1928.
Notice he is actually proud of that fact?
Fascinating. And how did you initiate transport? Some sort of device or vehicle? Maybe a phone booth?
Kieran, you realize he's only kidding around, right?
Excellent. This rift to another dimension is thus created by your satellite, or does the satellite merely utilize something already present in space?
Oh, can we please change the subject now?
IDGI. I recognize that. Good choice. And it is interesting that there are 21 of these packets. I wonder why that is.
Interdimensional games? You really remember them, Kieran? It was before my time, but they had that game, Anti-War. My father used to talk about it all the time. It was one of his favorites.
So the connection is made on this end, through the king of the Consortium. I did not expect this turn of events. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
It's not fascinating, it's ridiculous. You're both ridiculous and crazy.
No, Bishop. Alana was telling me you were acting strange earlier. Said you seemed a little mixed up. If you'll just step over here and lay down, I'll run a full body scan, just to be sure. This will just take a few seconds.
It's perfectly harmless. Don't be such a wuss. How is that even possible?
I'm not entirely sure. Bishop, you have more simultaneous synapses firing than what should be possible. It's as if there are two of you, housed within the same brain.
No, it can't be. You weren't telling the... No.
It would seem to fit, would it not? If he is from another dimension, inhabiting this body, then his brain scan theoretically makes sense.
This must be some kind of prank.
Whatever this is, I'd certainly like to run some more scans from our base in BC. Maybe after your induction ceremony. Now, we've got a lot more cleaning to do around here.
Oh, you mean you do? I will return to my command VR, if there's nothing else you need, Bishop. Yes, it is a fantastic VR game. Puts you right into the head of many famous military commanders.
It's a distasteful and disrespectful game, especially in these times. It is also only played by a small number of people.
Exactly. Why? People need to wake up and realize that the resource wars are over.
You're generalizing again, 24. And Bishop, I simply believe that most people have seen enough death and destruction for a lifetime or more. They do not need to be reminded of it with advertisements for murder simulators all over the newswire and VR servers.
Good day, Bishop. It was really nice meeting you.
Oh, hello, Bishop. I don't really have the time to talk right now. Yeah, well, he doesn't understand. It's not something I can explain to you either. I'm sorry, not yet, anyway. I want to believe that, I do. I just need to know if I can trust you or not first. So, until you prove yourself, please forget about it. It's not your problem anyway, so don't worry. Alright. I know you're doing this for Pawn 424, so I'll give in. He's a good man, whatever's going on, I know for sure he's not involved. Tell him I'll go to the damn party, if it'll make him happy. Now, I really must get back to work.
Hey again, Bishop. Any luck convincing Mackay or, Pawn 64? That's just wonderful! Absolutely wonderful! Thank you! You won't regret it. It really wouldn't be the same without him, despite how he's acting now. Believe it or not, he really is a lot of fun to party with. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it. We've only got a little longer to play, and we want to beat this damn part we're stuck on. My brother can't get the president of Mongolia to relinquish their nukes. It's like 2034 all over again!
Well, my sister's going as well. She's never been to the theater before.
Being a hologram in the seats, it doesn't really count as going to the theater, does it?
At least it gives her some culture for a change. Something better than the hours she spends in that VR world she calls a life.
Hey now, that VR world makes her happy, no?
I don't know. I just don't see the appeal of living your life like that. It's not really living.
Tell her that to the millions of wireheads out there. Hey, buon pomeriggio, Bishop. Welcome to Global Ops.
Have you not heard about the new patch for VR Sports? Playhouses are putting holo seating in now. They're all over Broadway, and they're only a few weeks from going live. Really? How far in the bush have you been lately? Several major Broadway stage locations have set up holo seats of their own now, exactly as VR Sports have done in sports arenas.
So Pawn 51 here got herself into the alpha testing at the Palace. It's for the new one, the Dreamer Traveler. Have you heard of it? You don't get much time off, do you? Poor guy. Boil it down? You can now experience virtually any sort of show that is considered live. New toys called holoseats are being installed everywhere. And they can project you and your friends, and you appear to sit next to each other and watch a game, show, movie, whatever. I cannot decide whether I think it's innovative or just a sad.
How about sadly innovative? Nah, they've all got that nano weight loss crap now, right?
Nanotechnology, the one true cure for skyrocketing obesity. As the title suggests, we monitor global operations. Everything that happens inside our grid comes through this room.
It's our job to sort through it all and ensure that treaties and alliances are held up. The King does most of the work, but we like to think we help. Each of the 5 Consortium C-3800 vessels have their own list of supporting entities to monitor, and in most cases, police. So all that landmass or orbital territory is what we call our grid. That's news to you, is it? Okay. Then yeah, we can enter space.
And we also monitor several of the more multinational space stations, Zeus being the biggest. We've even been to the moon colony a few times.
Oh, here we go.
Damn, this is pretty... I want to say serious, but I'm going to go with odd. The thing on London docks in Felixstowe, a ship that showed up with a bunch of corpses. The London police weren't releasing many details to the public, but now they're spilling everything to us in a TS packet.
And it's a lot to go through.
Top secret packet. It's just what we like to call the information packets we receive that are for our eyes only.
It's everything to do with the case, including the King's own initial observations.
1 second. Yes, it's because... What the hell?
The 21 people were shot to death with AK-47 rifles? If that's not enough, the bullet casings found all date back to... You're not gonna believe this. 2013. This doesn't make any sense. That's long obsolete weaponry firing bullets from before the war.
I'm sorry, Bishop, but the King has made this a priority. We need to concentrate.
6. Welcome to Mission Operations. First things first, Here is your Consortium mind communicator. Just call it a CMC. Hearing Consortium mind communicator over and over just gives me a headache. Consortium officers only need to think what we'd like to say to each other, and the CMC will do the rest. Let him sweat it out. Maybe he'll lose interest and go away.
Angelov has done this plenty of times before. Once we clear Bulgarian airspace, he'll scamper off to whatever cave he crawled out of. He can be amusing at times. Mostly, though, he's a pig.
Okay, Six, before you move on to something else, I wanted you to officially meet Rook 9, Captain of Zellil.
G'day, B. Glad to have you here with us. And the name is actually Wade. Just stick to Wade, lay off the Rook 9 nonsense, eh? Yeah, I have those days too. Don't worry though, mate. Kirill blusters a lot, but he's pretty much harmless. Right, yeah. Wait, what did you say? Christ's sake, Taryn. They certainly don't make him any less crazy, do they?
I guess not.
So hey, all kidding aside, give me just a few minutes to finish up this diagnostic, and then I'd like to get a look at you in person.
For now, I want you to walk around a little and meet your new crew. Most of them are eager to meet you.
Sleepyhead.
You'll see most of us doing it. It's thanks to the MUVI implant, and is how we interface with our own HUD and can remotely interact with numerous systems. You don't have the same sort of access with yours, but you do use your hands, likely without even knowing it, when you open and close your inventory. No time to waste. We can talk more later. Maybe after Angelov stops beating his chest and goes home.
I'm a little busy right now. Ugh, nothing, never mind. I've just got a headache and I don't feel like talking right now. Bishop, I simply don't think you're right for this post. Well, your career record alone doesn't stand up to half the other candidates. And then there's your personal life. My God, don't even get me started there. Uh-huh. Well, I've also personally spoken to some of your previous commanders, and they all tell me that you were and What was that? What vessel, and why was your voice all... Wait a minute. That was the King's voice. Holy hell, that was such a good impression.
Pretty incredible, Six. Can you do anyone else?
Oh, okay, no problem. Good, in fact. I've got work to do.
I'm sorry about him. Don't let it bother you. He's been rather attached to Bishop 8 since 8 saved his life the 4th or 5th time. You could say that. He was well liked by most of the crew, but between you and I, it was his time to move on. His incredible luck was running out.
Hey, hi. How are you? Oh my gosh. You're Bishop 6! Oh, it's amazing to meet you. Did you know that the old Bishop 6 left the Consortium early 2040? Yep, he just up and left. He's a stay-at-home dad now. Go figure. He lives in Florida with his wife and his 2 kids. Beautiful family. Beautiful, beautiful family. Love them. Pawn 12, David Benedict, at your service. Well, not literally at your service, unless you want me to be, because I could be at your service, although, you know, nothing that goes over the line. But, you want me to get you some coffee? I'm just really excited to meet you. I have so many Bishop collectibles and games at home. My mom thinks I need a shrink. But she also says I'm too quiet and awkward. Both of which are true, I guess. No, nothing like that, sir. I just think you're doing the world an invaluable service. And if you're doing a service, then I'm doing you a service, and therefore I'm helping the world do an invaluable service. And I feel like I'm part of that, and it's really, really, really exciting.
In other words, yes, I was quite smitten by you.
Oh, right. I guess you're not really my boss. It doesn't really feel that way, does it? I mean, you're a big, powerful bishop and everything, and, me, let's face it, I'm just me. Me? Well, I'm glad you asked. Myself and Pawn 19, we actually monitor the environmental concerns within the grid. We keep an eye on the power plants, the industrial zones, polar levels, the ozone levels, impacts from climate change, ocean levels and acidification, nanopollution, deforestation. The list just goes on. Well, then the king sends us right in. Well, in a lot of cases, actually, environmental problems are resolved easily enough by night 15. She's incredibly good at convincing people to lay down without a fight. And if a show of force is required, well, then that's your territory. Oh, well, are you sure? Well, how about some coffee? I used to get Bishop 8 his coffee right after missions. Oh, and you were just sleeping, right? Sure, why not? Well, now I feel kind of silly. Well, it's just you're a pretty great guy, and it's really great to have you aboard. Oh, I'm gonna go back to work now then. Maybe we could go get a drink sometime together. My sister, she'd love an autograph from you.
I think he's played too many Consortium video games.
All right, V. I've unlocked my sanctum, cockpit. Come by and say hi. Yeah. Okay, Mum. Look, we need to say goodbye now. No. Don't tell me to shut my mouth. It's not nice. No, Mum. You need to rest. Yes, rest is good. We'll talk later tonight when you're feeling better. Yeah. Goodbye, Mum. Sorry about that, V. Welcome to the nerve center of everything Zenliel. You see all those buttons and switches all over the place? I actually know what they do, every one of them. How's that for impressive? Yeah, it sure was. Second greatest love of my life. She's had Alzheimer's for a few years now. I'll try and call her when I can. Visit whenever I'm back in Perth. You've got it. I haven't had a flesh and blood partner since first taking this captain's chair. But I say, who needs them? Am I right? Besides, I've always got my mum. You'll be eating those words after enough years working for this outfit. Work is now officially your life. You may as well pick something to be your new girlfriend. Maybe your PCU? You could call her Linda. Ah, good. That's my mum's name, and she likes the young ones. How the hell should I know? I didn't look at your file that closely, mate. I trust the King's judgment. I must say, though, you don't look a day over 20. Out with it, then. How old are you? My God, that's more than half my... never mind. Youngest damn bishop I've ever heard of. I guess that's a compliment. So, B, is there anything else you need? I've got something here I need to concentrate on. I appreciate the offer, but no, don't sweat it. The King and I have got everything under control. We'll find the bastard. And hey, welcome to the Consortium. Oh, no, that's odd. Something just tripped security sensors on Bishop 8's old bus locker. The keypad was accessed. It's a long story, but essentially the company we use for recycling most of our equipment hasn't been available to pick it up for weeks. So in Bishop 8's old cabin the bus sits. They claim work order issues and double bookings, but I think the whole company is going down.
The King is proud those systems
Yeah.
are fine.
Hey, why not? Saves me the trip. I wouldn't be surprised to find it's just another glitch. Zenliel's been acting mighty strange today. Although, the bus locker itself is separate from the ship's primary systems right now. It's bloody well disconnected. Well, if you're up for it, I'd appreciate the help. The cabin's right across from yours, you can't miss it. Go take a look, and I'll keep an eye out through your CMC.
Karma will come around.
We can see through you as long as your CMC is jacked into your head. Didn't anyone tell you anything? Us rooks, and the boss. Yeah, everywhere you go. Except when you go to the bathroom, of course. There's an automated privacy setting.
Hell! Wait! Lock down that cabin immediately!
Way ahead of your boss.
Is that Pawn 7? But I was just with him 2 minutes ago. What happened?
Rook 13, will you please quietly get up there? And don't tell Pawn 24 anything. We need to contain this before the whole ship finds out.
Yes, sir. On my way.
And I'm sorry, Six, but I need you there. At least until Rook 13 can take a look. Good. Just until Rook 13 can determine it was an accident. I'm not about to believe someone committed murder on my ship.
Okay, Wade. Let me in. My God. I just let him go on his lunch break. He was complaining about having skipped breakfast. I was only trying to be nice for once.
Alana, you have nothing to blame yourself for. If there is someone to blame for this, then I trust he or she will come forward on their own.
Wade, I am here.
I just can't believe he's dead. I've been such a bitch to him lately.
You are more often than not a bitch to everyone, not only Pawn 7.
Thanks, brother. You always know what to say.
It looks as though someone threw his head against the locker panel, with enough force to nearly cave in his skull. This was absolutely no accident.
Thank you, Kieran. You are not going to like this, but I want you all to exit the room immediately. Nobody gets in or out, not until we reach Ireland.
Are you kidding me? At least let us move him to the med containment unit. Here, Kieran, help me put him on the bed.
Is that some kind of joke?
It doesn't matter. Let them move him. We've got all the evidence we need for our people in Ireland to figure out exactly who else was there.
Alana will also likely stab you in the eye if you try to stop her. My sister can be sometimes over-emotional. My book.
What was that, Kieran? Your book? Mind explaining what your book was doing under the dead body of one of my pawns?
I cannot explain that to you because I do not know. I noticed it was missing from the med bay this morning. I simply assumed someone had borrowed it. I was apparently correct. It is plausible.
But also highly unlikely. Remember where you two are. This is not some corrupt military. Now, Alana, I hear your concern, but we can't risk someone seeing you move his body to the med bay. I'm sorry, but forget about the containment unit for now. All of you, listen to me very carefully. This stays between us. I swear that we'll get to the truth when we land in Ireland and we can question everyone individually.
I really don't think waiting is a good idea. Someone on board this plane just killed one of my people and I want to know who. If only so I can personally string him up and throw him in a brig. Thank you, Bishop.
This is not a democracy, no matter what you two may think. Now, if you don't mind, get your asses out of that room.
Yes, sir.
This is so bloody insane. A murder on a C-3800. It can't be real.
I'm going back in the crawl.
Hey guys, I think I've got something here. I've been keeping a line open on our 2 fighter escorts outside, hoping they'd break the silence and speak to Angelov. Well, one of them just did. And, well, you gotta hear this for yourselves. Tell me if you want me to patch the recording through your CMC. Alright, B, here it comes.
This is Operation Forerunner, calling for Angelov. Come in, Angelov.
What do you want? I told you to be silent until the next phase.
I know, sir, but I'm having second thoughts about all of this. Their plane is, well, it's very large, sir.
And so the harder it will fall, yes? Remain where you are, or... Wait a minute. Is this line secure? Did you run this call through the program I told you to use?
Oh, no, sir. I guess I did not. I'm sorry, sir.
Just hold your position and wait till the next phase. And wait. If you're listening to this, and I know that you are, you can tell your knight that her new bishop is about to have a very bad day.
All right, everyone. That puts us on high alert. I want you all prepared for whatever this next phase turns out to be.
Yes, boss. But you won't catch me worrying.
Well, how should I know where he is?
Don't you think it's at least a little peculiar? She's angry about something.
I learned a long time ago not to let Rook 25's mood swings bother me.
Yes, fine. But I'm telling you, something is going on with Pawn 7.
Just get back to work.
You may be okay with turning a blind eye around here, but I'm not.
Whatever you say. There's just no arguing with you, is there?
Piss off, Patricia.
Hello, Bishop. Unfortunate business upstairs, don't you think? No, perhaps not. But you'll always be remembered as the new bishop who uncovered a murdered pawn. That is something, I suppose. Now, I really must return to my cleaning. Come back later if you wish. Perhaps Pawn 24 will be finished her game by then.
That is the holographic situation room. It's where you can watch Dirty Hollow vids when you're bored and feeling, lonely.
Whoa, whoa, I am listening to this, you know.
Oh, hey, boss. I was just telling the Bishop about the, Dirty Hollow vids.
All jokes aside, the Hollow Situation Room is actually for mission briefings and debriefings, usually led by the King or the Queen.
I was getting to that part, I swear I was.
Emergency Protocol 2.
Well, as you can probably see, Angelov's 2 fighters have just multiplied into 24. Still nothing my girl can't handle.
6 and Kieran. Now is your chance to meet the great Bulgarian nuisance. He's on the holocom now, and he's acting... well, you'll have to come see for yourselves.
Bishop 6, please report to mission operations.
How many times? Just don't... And here he is now. You see? I'm not trying to play any games here. I'm only trying to prevent this from turning ugly. Again.
Good. Good. This is very good. And how is Bishop 6? You are feeling strong, I hope. Ready for your first day? He's quite the Boy Scout, isn't he?
Enough posturing. Either tell me what you want or get out of our way.
You have no idea what is happening here. Poor little girl. Your king must be blind.
Did we not just go through this song and dance a month ago? And did your daddy not give you a good spanking for it?
My father will not be coming to your rescue this time, Knight.
Come now, Kirill. It's Christmas. How about you let us pass, and we'll get into this another time? I promise. How does next Tuesday look for you?
Listen very carefully. You will land and surrender your warship immediately.
Yes.
If you do not, I will blow you out of the sky.
You've got to be kidding me. Give me a minute to confer with my people.
Clearly you do not understand. Comply now, or I will take Zenlil from you by force.
A minute, Kirill. That is not a request. 1. Will you please inform local authorities of our location, and to expect possible plane debris to follow?
I'm already on it, sir.
Can you see now why I've called you all here?
Oh, yes. He's probably just blowing smoke. But there's an edge to him I've not seen before. I mean, he's usually hopped up on himself, but never has he outright threatened to kill us.
It's no doubt his attempt at revenge for what Bishop 8 did.
He appears to be rather unintelligent as well. Or is this an illusion?
The subject of his intelligence is one of constant debate around here.
Well, I think he's not only stupid, but also irrational and hot-headed. A nasty combination for someone in his position of power.
It's very deceiving, though. The use of old planes to stay under the radar. His bravado. The love his men have for him. I think it's a very intelligent role he plays to feed his all-encompassing ego and get what he wants.
You give him far too much credit.
Oh, well, thank you. But I never said we should be taking him seriously. Just that he's acting a little off. Until we know what has changed, if anything, we'll treat him as we always do. Now, let's see if I can't deflate his bloated ego a little. Put him back on.
Angelov is no longer transmitting.
Wait a second. Sorry, boss, we got company. Looks like it's a bloody boarding carrier. It's only a few hundred meters behind us.
How did it get so close?
I can't explain it. It just came out of nowhere. It's also emitting some kind of scrambler signal. I can't get a look. What the hell is... I've detected 2 new incoming F-35s. One's a few kilometers behind the other. There's a gathering energy source of some kind coming from the lead fighter. He's 7 kilometers off the port side now, and he's closing fast. 5 kilometers. If I could just bypass the carrier signal to regain targeting control.
You better make it quick.
There is no way he's that stupid.
Almost got it. 3 kilometers. Wait, the Habitat 5124 incident. I think this is the same delivery system Stormbird reported.
Wade?
Shield hold up, boss. I've got my eye on it. We may have ourselves a problem.
Observation Auxiliary
fine.
fuel reserves
Just have a
online.
seat over here and relax.
Secondary turbine engaged.
Where's the second fighter, Wade? Talk to me!
I can't see a bloody thing, boss. Not a
Guys?
bloody thing.
Guys, you may want to... Oh, shite! Get down!
Atmospheric shielding.
Help me, Doc. Oh, thank you.
Is everyone all right back
Please,
there?
hurry.
We've got 2 down and a room riddled with bullet holes. What the hell just happened?
I haven't got an answer, Terry. I'm sorry. No bullet in existence can penetrate Tenlin's plating. It just doesn't make any sense.
Just relax, Wade. We need you focused. Now, tell me about your girl. How badly is she hurt?
Yes, sir. It looks like she's broke her bloody back. We've got major shipwide failures. Our weapons, primary engines, cargo containment unit. They're all out.
Okay, Wade. I want our primaries back online, and I'd also like to be able to shoot at the bad guys.
Half an hour for primaries, 15 to 20 minutes for manual weapons.
Just do the best you can, and do it fast. Yes, sir. I see you. 6, be prepared to aid Rook 9 in defending this ship. All right. Let's hear what he has to say for himself.
Now are you prepared to surrender, little girl?
Drop the ridiculous act, for God's sake. This is not like you, Carol. You just shot up 2 of my people with that little stunt. And if you think, even for a second, that you're going to get away with that, you have another thing coming.
Tell me something. How does the cold hand of death feel as it takes its grip around your throat?
I think I can stall him for a little bit, but we need a better plan than this. Have you completely lost your mind? If you destroy this vessel, you will only bring the full might of the Consortium down on you.
I'd say it's pretty simple.
Lost
We
my
stall long
mind.
enough to fix our
Do you wanna
guns,
sleep
and then we
away
flip
by
his
the
arse back to
choice
mercenary
before
oblivion.
attack?
Carol's temper will never
You
give
must
us enough
understand
time.
I have grown to enjoy your company. You were as a little sister
Let him
to
use
me,
the boarding
where Bishop
carrier.
8 was once an
Excuse
older,
me.
idiot brother.
Say that again,
However,
Kieran.
you
We
and
let
your
him use the
people have had
carrier.
some incredibly
When he
powerful
boards,
enemies.
we simply
Turning them
separate
down
the head
was
from the
never an
snake.
option.
And when only his men board us instead.
More than that. Kieran has a point. You claim to be a politically
pretend to surrender,
whose worst
Kieran
crime
might
before
just
today
fall for
was
it.
raiding some
And I
cargo
bet my
flights and
life on him
kidnapping a
boarding
low-level
himself.
politician or two.
Egomaniac that he
You are
is.
small time, Angelov. All of this madness today is far beyond your threat level.
Threat level. You Consortium scum know nothing about the world. With your
I like the enthusiasm,
childish
but I
chest-based
don't
hierarchy.
think so. I'll take
Are
care
you
of
perhaps
it.
attempting
You
to
just
anger
handle
me
things when he
in the hopes
boards.
that I will
Right,
what?
so we let him
Make
think
a
he's won,
mistake?
and the rest
You
should fall
make
into
a
place.
mistake? Like when you got hijacked running, what was it? 5 tons of black market ex-gon materials from Lebanon to Baghdad? Those murderous Syrian and Iraqi mercenary groups chasing you, they sure didn't like you being in their airspace, did they? Hey now, that sort of sounds familiar, doesn't it?
I will only put up with so much disrespect, Knight.
I'm sorry, Carol. Really. But you do have me in an extremely difficult position here.
And so we come full circle. To the point. You will inform your Rook 9 that he is to land Zenlil at the coordinates I have already given him. Run along now and do what you are told.
But we don't have enough fuel to reach the coordinates you have given us. Your EMP killed our primaries, and I'm assuming that you'll never let a refueling ship anywhere near us. If you'll only listen to me for 2 minutes, I think I have a solution.
Do your crew a favor and stop speaking. Let the men talk. Bishop 6, may I speak to you for a moment? Just a little chat before your knight forces me to shoot you down. This is good. A sensible bishop for once.
Angelo, let's you and I focus on...
This is no negotiation. And did I not just tell you to stop speaking? So, Bishop, all of this excitement on your first day, you must be feeling a little overwhelmed.
Keep him talking, 6, and don't make him angry.
Ah, poor little Bishop. Let's see now. You've been rudely awoken by Rook 25. Your new plane has been malfunctioning all morning. Pawn 1 over there hates you. What else? You want me to cut to the chase? How about you tell your people about Pawn 7's untimely demise, hmm? It's not very consortium of you to lie to them, is it?
You son of a bitch! What did he just say?
What did you just say?
So you've not told your bonds. Why don't you have someone take a look inside what was once Bishop 8's cabin? Do not look to her for permission. Look at me.
It's okay, 19.
Well, I can go look myself. It'll only take a minute.
You will not leave this room. You will call another bond to look, now. And put them on the loudspeaker.
Patricia, come in, please.
Is that you, 19? Why are you calling me Patricia?
We have a bit of a situation up here. Please don't ask me any questions. Can you just do me a huge favor and go look inside Bishop 8's old cabin? Get back to me on this line ASAP and don't come to Mission Ops.
Sure, of course. Give me just a few minutes.
Wade, go ahead and unlock the cabin for her.
It's done.
All right, Carol. Now that you've stirred up even more trouble, let's get to it, shall we? What can we do to make you go away?
Go away? But we were just getting started. Cameras, Bishop. Those who hired me have managed to install spy cameras and sound equipment within your vessel. I can see into every room.
Tell me he's making that up.
He is absolutely lying, boss. It is impossible. No, mate, of course not. Before today, we've seen no reason to watch our own people, and what other purpose do cameras serve? They're in the brig and the hangar bay, but nowhere else.
You are boring me. Huh. Nothing is impossible. Perhaps your Rook 9 is involved. What if they are all lying to you? Have you not thought about that? I know exactly who committed this murder. Would you like to know the truth?
Pawn 19. Come in.
I'm here. Did you find anything?
There's blood everywhere. His head is... I
get out already. He is dead. Pawn 7 is dead. My God, you people are like children.
That is really not necessary.
I will decide what is necessary. So, where are we? Ah, yes. Cameras. Pawn 7's death. The big mystery.
There are no cameras aboard this vessel. Don't listen to him.
Are you sure you wish to know the truth? You may not like what you hear. There was no murder. It was an accident. I have no idea why Pawn 7 went into that room, but he tripped over himself and hit his head on the keypad of the locker. It looks like he broke his neck. I had you going, didn't I?
Pawn 7's death was not an accident, and his neck was not broken. His skull was crushed.
Did you mean Rook 13? Mr. Kieran Boyle over there? He and your Pawn 4 both came on board at the same time, 1 month ago. This was almost immediately following the death of my men at the hands of Bishop 8. Coincidence? I think not.
Enough! I have reached my limit, Angelov. I won't let you poison my crew any longer with your sputtering nonsense. You have a decision to make. You can destroy us, you can board us and try your hand against our bishop, or you can bloody well listen to what I have to say. What's it going to be?
I was hoping I could make you this angry. Something about English women with authority in their voice. It makes me tingle all over.
Make your decision!
I am in a good mood. The bishop here has certainly amused me enough. Let me hear your proposal.
Let us evacuate onto a mission pod. We'll happily leave the area and hand Zenwell over to you. What do you say?
Under one condition. The bishop must stay on board and surrender to me. We have much to discuss, he and I.
Are you serious? I am not about to hand you my bishop on a bloody platter.
I could just tell my men to open fire on you right now. What do you say, Bishop? Will you surrender peacefully to me? I will follow orders. You are like a little puppy biting at the heels of its master. So it seems, little knight, that we have ourselves a deal. I will give you 5 minutes to do as I say and evacuate all but the bishop. 5 minutes, and I want you off that ship.
Wade, will you please prepare Mission Pod 1? Set it for autopilot towards Island, and we'll pick it up when we're done here.
No problem, boss. Already standing by.
Go ahead and load it with enough junk from the cargo containment unit to simulate our combined weight.
That's a nice touch, sir. Very nice. Scan for life signs. Okay, Captain Picard. Do you want us to go to warp speed while we're at it?
What I think she means, Six, is that such technology does not exist.
Tell me lockdown systems are up and running?
They are.
Good. Let's get everyone in here then.
All personnel.
Alana, show the bishop what we've got for him.
Yes, sir. We do have ourselves an emergency weapons locker. In there, you'll find a couple weapons to choose from.
You better hurry this up. They're positioning that carrier just behind our tail.
Damn, he's impatient. Okay, launch Mission Pod 1 now.
Mission Pod 1 is away, and it looks like 2 of them are following it. That sound, ladies and gentlemen, it's the sound of a boarding carrier tearing a hole through our hull.
It's showtime. Just remember, Six, disarm and surrender to his men. When Kirill comes aboard to gloat, that is when you arm up and take him out.
I can guarantee it.
Sorry, sir. And thank you.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I suppose I should remind you all that there is nothing to worry about. We have a plan, and I can assure you that we have everything under control. I know this is an unusual situation, but Bishop 6 is highly skilled, and I am confident he will repel this attack with ease. We'll be safely in Island before you know it.
I thought I was done for. I guess I owe you my life.
Disarm yourself immediately.
Do what he says. Holster your weapon and let Kirill come to you.
That is better. Now do not move. Sir, we have the bishop and he appears to be surrendering.
Excellent. Hold your position. I'm on my way. If he so much as sneezes in your direction, you know what to do.
Yes, sir. Shut your filthy mouth or I'll shut it for you. Kirill Angelov is a great leader capable of returning Bulgaria to its former glory. His father may have fallen for Consortium charms like the rest of the world. All of you puny ants falling into place for the New World Order. I have served under Angelov's guidance since the Resource Wars, and you would be smart not to anger him. He is far more intelligent than he appears. Oh no, I am no more brainwashed than you. Except where I understand why I'm here, you blindly follow the Consortium's mandate, unaware that your global oppression harms thousands in the process. You are pathetic. I am running out of insults for you. Would you prefer physical violence? Perhaps that would shut you up! Thin line, Bishop. You are walking a very thin line right now.
I am on board. Bring the bishop to me immediately.
Yes, sir! We are coming! Good boy.
Wow, now. There he is. Isn't this wonderful?
We should not waste any more time, Kirill. Let us finish this before it's too late.
In due time, my little underling. We have plenty of time. Now that we are, well, mostly alone, I wanted to speak with you, man to man. This whole ordeal has made me very curious about you. No deals. I am sorry, but this can only end one way. First, though, I would like to know what makes you so special. Why all this fuss over such an insignificant consortium spec? You can tell me. I can keep a secret. Sure, if you say so. I think you know exactly why I am here.
Take him out now while you got him distracted.
Go on. Who are you then?
Just take out your damn rifle and end this now.
Wait! Try and lead him into the brig. I have an idea.
Interesting. Perhaps you will be more willing to speak with me in private.
Excellent work. Get him alone and you'll have your chance.
Follow me, then. The rest of you, stay where you are. So, out with it then. What is the mystery behind this day? Who are you really, and who wants you dead?
Okay, Wade. Gas the whole brig. Now!
How are you doing this? You can't stop.
Bishop, good job capturing Kieran. He'll have some questions to answer when he wakes up.
The kill down. The rest look about ready to crap themselves.
Release the Atmo shielding and let them return to the boarding carrier. We've got what we wanted. Thank you, Wade. And don't worry, Six. It's only a little high-end sleeping gas. You'll wake up in the brig with nothing more than a headache. I need you to come back to mission operations. Right away.
All right, people. I think we've only got a minute or two before our friends out there start playing not so nice.
And our weapons?
We're good to go on this end, boss. Let's see what the Bishop can do.
Before he heads for the guns, I've got an idea. Can you patch me into the F-35s?
No problem. You're on.
Pilots of threatening homeless mercenaries. I am Knight 15, commanding officer of the Consortium vessel, Zenlil. In an effort to seize control of this vessel, your leader has been captured by our bishop. In exchange for lenient jail time, Angelov is telling us your names, where you live, where your family members live, anything we want to know. If you do not wish to have an enemy in the Consortium for the rest of your lives, disengage immediately.
That should do it.
Wade, do me a favor and fire a couple of shots across a few of their bows. Give them a little scare.
You've got it. A few already tacking off, boss. And listen to this.
There's no hope here. Angelov has betrayed us. They're not disabled and they're too powerful. We must retreat.
The rest not running off for home at the beginning of attack patterns. It looks like we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned dogfight. Bishop, I need you on the guns right away.
You can access the manual weapons system through the command interface inside mission operations.
All right, so this is Zen's manual weapons control interface. Now let's get this thing done. Quick crash course before I let you at it. You'll have control to lock and release non-lethal EMP tip missiles, and cursor and press and hold to lock onto a target. Once a lock's been made, the missile will fire on its own and harmlessly swat your target from the sky.
I really don't think we'll be hearing from them anytime soon.
Nice work, Six. I've rarely seen such efficiency on our weapons.
Hey, I heard that.
You are a physical extension of Zenlil, Wade, and so you don't really fall into the same category as Six here.
I don't even consider Wade human.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. And bloody hell, B. Not even Bishop A could have done that without taking a single hit.
And our newbie bishop here managed to do it on his first day.
And Six, now that everyone knows, I want you to start an internal investigation into the murder of Pawn 7. Just ask around a little, but don't push too hard. I'll be in Global Ops with my head in my own work.
All right, 11, you heard the lady. Let's double our efforts.
Must you always be so cheerful?
Well, yeah, of course I must. Someone around here needs to keep morale up. I won't let a silly thing like a murder ruin my mood.
I sometimes wish I could be just like you know? Detached from reality and all. Must be nice in your head, yes?
Oh, yes, it is. Rainbows and unicorns, in fact. Nothing but rainbows and unicorns.
If you're here to question my people, wait for them to finish. If you're here to question me, do it later.
Question us? Come now, Bishop. There is really no need. And you are qualified for this?
It doesn't really matter, does it? Hold first, then you can chit-chat until hell freezes over.
Pas de problème. Hold first, chit-chat later.
And Bishop, we could really use some help around here with all of these repairs. Let me know when you have a minute. So, are you here to help or just wandering aimlessly? That's about right. It shouldn't take long. What do you say? Good. We can use the help. Go ahead and access the chip locker over there, by the brig. I've unlocked it for you, and you're going to need a stack of fresh data chips. And you two. I want this done by the time I get back. In other words, I want you out of here and back to work elsewhere.
Roger that. Consider it done.
Lèche-cul.
Well, now, what the heck does that mean?
Come on,
Oh,
Thor.
nothing.
Move your arse. You should have had that done a half hour ago.
Yes, sir. Consider my ass in perpetual motion.
Cute. Real cute. Let me know if you need something, okay?
Wait a second. You were just nice to me. Somebody called the record books. Rook 25 said something nice.
Oh, I take it back, all right? Just shut up and finish that so I can give you something else boring and tedious to do.
And so we return to normality. The dream fading swiftly into oblivion.
We've almost got them all. Just take it easy.
Oh no, this machine, it sort of makes me nervous. Oh, and hey, Bishop.
Everything, it seems, makes you nervous.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying you think I killed Pawn 7? Because I didn't have anything to do with that. I was in mission ops the whole time. Ask anyone, really, anyone at all.
Maybe we should sedate him.
No, Kieran. Bad Kieran. Just take it easy, okay? Nobody is accusing anyone of anything.
I'm sorry, well, it doesn't matter. So, Bishop, thanks for coming to see me. I'm just, getting these huge fragments taken out of me. The doc here says those experimental bullets should have blown me to bits. It didn't hurt at all. Nope, not one bit. Not at all. Nope. No siree, no. Have you ever been shot before, Bishop? I'll bet you have.
So, you are saying that you just took on a boarding party of armed mercenaries and you never took a single bullet?
Well, I believe it. We've got a real special one on our hands here. I can feel it in my bones. Big things are ahead for you and me. I mean all of us. Big things ahead.
Is there something wrong with your vocal cords? They seem to vibrate far too often, and at an incredible rate.
I was going to tell him to stop drooling on the bishop, but yours is better.
Haha, real funny, guys. Thanks a lot. So, Doc, are we done here? I'd like to head back to mission ops. See if Rook 9 or Pawn 19 need my help.
Stop calling me Doc. The remaining bullet fragments have been removed, and the nanites forcibly flushed from your system, as requested. So yes, Pawn 12, we are done here. Can you please tell Pawn 1 that we are ready for him?
Yep, sure. Of course. Hey, Gary. Looks like you're up. It doesn't hurt. Really, it doesn't. I didn't feel a thing, and I was expecting to feel so much pain.
Be quiet, 12. Please.
Sorry.
Not now.
Well, if you want to come talk, Bishop, come see me in mission ops. About, whatever.
Hey, number 1.
Make it so, number 1.
You have the bridge, number 1.
Please, guys. Yeah, for the 10th time, I get it. Just like Riker. Ha ha. My head is killing me, and I'm grumpy as hell. Can we just get this over with so I can go lay down?
Sorry, you're right.
Lay down here and try to relax.
If you find cancer or something, I don't want to know about it. How long is this gonna take?
Almost there. Just let it work.
And hey, Bishop. Thanks for saving my life.
Touching, cowboy. Touching.
What is that supposed to mean?
Alan Rickman.
Who?
Never mind.
Okay, there we go. All done.
My head still feels like it's splitting in half.
That is to be expected, considering your injuries. I will inform Rook 25 that you will be taking the afternoon off.
Thanks. Oh, and Bishop, you'll have to speak with me tomorrow if you want to ask about Pawn 7. I really need to lay down.
Take care of yourself, Gary.
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh no. No way, Bishop. I don't want to hear any more about where you're really from or how your brain is a freak show. I really don't need this.
I apologize for her attitude, Bishop. She is having a hard time processing what happened earlier, with what you told us, and the brain scan. The only logical options in my head are to either believe what you've told us, or believe that you found a way to manipulate the equipment read from the brain scan. Was a drug, perhaps? Yes, I can understand that. Perhaps trust will come in time. I am curious about one thing, Bishop. If there are other versions of you in our world, other players like yourself, does each of you play along a different timeline? A different instance of this dimension? You are playing God. I do not even understand the implications of your traveling here, or of your inhabiting that body. This is no game, Bishop, or whoever you really are. You are not dealing with pixels on a computer screen, but real people, right? And so we are clear. You can tell your people I will remain quiet about what I know. If you wish to tell others in this world, that is your choice. You may want to keep in mind that even with the brain scan as proof, nobody else will believe you. Take care, Otherworlder. And try to keep an eye on your back. It is likely about to be stabbed.
Come on, I appreciate you saving my life and all, but give me a break. I did not kill Pawn 7. What else do you want? No, I'm sorry, and I'll be fine. A little sleep will do me good. All right, it's been great. Wake me up when we hit BC.
Bishop, if you have another minute, I wanted to ask you one more thing. It is about the Guardian Church. I was only wondering what your affiliation is, if any. Are you a member? Why do you say, of course not? Okay, thank you. That is all I wish to know. I suppose, then, I will let you return to work. I truly hope that you and I can become friends.
Sorry, Bishop. I know you're busy, but I would appreciate it if you'd stop by Global Ops for just a few minutes. The Queen would like to speak with you. There's no immediate rush, whenever you're able.
Hey, Bishop, that was some pretty amazing work with Angelov. With 283 separate recorded incidents under his belt, it was about time someone put him behind bars.
That damned computer brain of yours.
Yeah, well, it's a mixed blessing when it only allows for 1,533 hours of sleep a year.
That is not very much, Bishop, if you were wondering.
Oh, hey. Right, I guess you're wondering what else we found in the TS packet from London. Eyewitnesses claim 3 or 4 large transport vehicles left the Felixstowe docks only minutes before police arrived. They were headed for downtown when the police apparently, well, lost them.
Poof, vanished. A bunch of unmarked transports. You know, since the war you can barely let out a fart in London without 15 cameras seeing you do it. Followed by the police raining fire down on you. Has it become? It's been like that for what, 14, 15 years now? I mean, it's not that bad, as people living there sure appreciate the security.
13 years. 277 days. Well, since they put up that gross private citizen tech wall and installed all those micro cameras. No, except to say the London police are likely holding something back. They claim they're dealing with a security breach of their mainframe and that automated monitoring systems have been unable to detect the vehicles. Something stinks. There is no way they just up and lost those trucks.
Whatever happened to those good old-fashioned police work? Without the cameras and the sensor arrays, those bobbies are useless.
Possibly. And hey, don't sell yourself short. Taking down Kirill, something Bishop 8 could never do, was definitely a real mission, even if it was only in self-defense. Yes, but which one? We thought the same thing, and according to what we can tell, there are several high-profile hackers residing within the London area. Adrian Draper, Alvarez Famosa, and Jonathan Gonzalez are 3 of the big ones.
With the right tools, it could be any of them. And good luck finding one.
So you know your London hackers, do you? All right, I'll check him out. It can't hurt.
So I'm told the bishop here has been tasked with investigating Pond 7. I'm assuming he has some questions he'd like to ask us, don't you, Bishop?
Really? Let's get it over with then. Ask away. The truth? There have been 2,952 operations since the Consortium was first formed, and this is the first time a murder has occurred aboard a C-3800. Not to mention the first time one's been EMP'd, boarded, and shot up. Today has been nothing short of insane. That's what I think.
Neither of us have left global operations since this morning. As you may have noticed, things have been a little crazy around here.
Actually...
No, neither of us have. Not until after the incident took place. I sometimes wish we had those suits the Swedes wear, you know. No, she wasn't saying that.
Hey, relax. We've got nothing to hide. I went to the washroom, actually, right around when it happened. But it's a straight shot from Global Ops. The cabins are on a different level altogether. Sure, no problem. And please, forgive 62 for being a dink.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Maybe talk to Rook 25, Pawn 32, or Pawn 4. They were all working with Pawn 7 this morning in the hangar bay. I hope you're not suggesting that Rook 25 could be suspect. Because that's simply impossible. Not her. Never.
Are we done here, Bishop? You know we're not involved.
Pawn 32 has been here for over 3 years now. She was just married 6 months ago. Pawn 7 and several others actually went to the wedding. Just last week, she was telling me she and her husband are trying for their first kid. Wait, I didn't say that. Neither did he. All we're saying is Pawn 4 is annoying. It certainly doesn't mean we think he killed anyone.
Wait a second. Why in the hell is Night 15 giving you the task of interrogating her crew anyway? It does not seem right, does it? I mean, you barely know any of us.
All right, both of you. Just stop it. This won't get us anywhere, and I think the bottom line is simple. Bishop, neither of us had anything to do with what happened to Pawn 7. End of conversation.
All right, well, come on then, Kendra. Make your move.
I am sorry, Bishop, but I guess we can't talk any longer. I need to put an old man in his place.
Orca fuck. How come I didn't see that?
I honestly have no idea. And please, take your time.
Hold on a second. I think we're about finished here.
Yep, just one more. Bingo! And that, as they say, is all she wrote.
All who wrote?
Never mind. I think we did good work here. Rook 9 should be happier than a wirehead on Black Friday.
Yes, well done to us. So, Bishop, I suppose you'd like to now know who we think is responsible for Pawn 7. Rook 25 did say you've been tasked to speak with us, yes?
Wait, you don't actually believe one of us is some kind of killer? It's impossible! I'm still on the camp that Rook 13 is wrong. There's no other reasonable explanation.
I have a hard time thinking that Mr. XCON Procedure is ever wrong about anything. Well enough, I suppose. He was, how do you say, a bit of a mother's boy? I do not understand killing someone so innocent. It is very troubling.
Mother's boy? Oh god! And that reminds me, who's gonna tell his parents? I can't do it, I don't have it in me, no way. Right, yeah, of course it would. Well, we've just never seen death aboard this plane before. Today changes things, and I'll bet they'll have cameras aboard in no time. Yep, in no time at all.
You are wasting your time with us, Bishop. Go and talk with Pawn 64. I would put all my money on him at least knowing something.
Wait a second, you don't know that. He is a friend of mine, and I know he could never do it. Never. No way, not a chance. I know people, Adele, and I know you're wrong.
Maybe you're not the best judge of character after all.
So he's got something personal going on that he'd rather not talk about. It doesn't make him a killer.
I am not accusing anyone, but he has been acting unusual. Distant, abrasive. Something has him frightened. Maybe Pawn 7 caught 64 doing something he should not have been doing. Like maybe he was contacting Angelov.
You have some extraordinarily bad timing.
What are you... Oh, merde. He is behind me, isn't he?
Unfortunately, yes.
Hi.
Go ahead. Wait, yes. Okay, no problem. I'm on it. Well, duty calls. Did I get that one right, Charlie? Duty calls?
Haha, perfect! And yeah, I should probably get back to work as well. Lots to do.
Take care, Bishop, and watch your back.
Don't let her bother you. She's all right.
She thinks I killed Pawn 7 and helped Angela. She is not all right.
Nobody actually believes that. Don't be ridiculous. She was just blowing off some steam, releasing some of that tension we're all feeling today.
I know you don't believe it, my friend. And I understand I haven't been myself lately. But I promise you, have nothing to worry about. Okay?
Well, all right. But if I have nothing to worry about, then you stop being so grumpy. It doesn't suit you.
I don't suppose you want to tell me what else they said. I think it does matter. Do you think she'll speak to anyone else? Night 15, Rook 25 maybe? I only need to stay off the radar a little while longer. Not now, and certainly not here. Okay, so look, Bishop, I'm sorry, but for now, just keep away from me, please.
Oh, hello, Bishop. I can't help but feel terrible about Point 7. He was a good kid. One of the best.
I must say, though, I am glad to see you're still with us after everything earlier. Someone sure has your number, don't they? Yes, I know. I understand. The only time I've left this room was when I went to upper avionics for a few minutes. I went through the 3rd level, access from Global Ops, nowhere near the cabins. Some would say wasting their time. But these past few days, they've been attempting to upgrade the cargo containment unit. Rook 25 is not only trying to increase max capacity, but also thinks she can remotely connect every C3800 CCU to form a network of transferable equipment. I know, she is crazy. I told her this. I know what you're thinking, Bishop, but no. I mean, it is ridiculous. She may have wanted to at times, but Rook 25 did not kill Pawn 7. Well, we all know Pawn 4 doesn't like her at all, but I think she is an excellent boss. She is honest and does not take crap from anybody. I respect that immensely.
Pawn 32, come here for a second. And Bishop, you can flirt with her later.
Just give me 2 minutes.
Leave that stupid thing. It'll still be broken when you get back.
If you'll excuse me, work is never complete for a lady with these assets. I'm coming.
So, next on the Let's Give Thanks to Kirill Angelov repair list is to manually reboot and diagnose the atmospheric shielding. Wade says he's prepped it for a diaper change, and I hope you're up for the job.
I have a 1-year-old niece, remember? I think I can handle it.
Good. And don't let the Bishop or anyone else distract you. I don't care what they want.
No problem.
Oh, no. Oh, not a chance. You get the hell away from me. Stop it. Go away. What don't you understand? Pawn 7 is dead because of you, and I don't want to be next. Oh, for Christ's sake, what? I had nothing to do with Matthew's death, if that's what you're still pestering me about. I've been here all day with Pawn 32. We don't know anything. Go and ask her if you don't believe me. Please, go. She's right over there. Yes, I am sure. When 7 was killed, we were both together by the CCU. There's nothing more to tell you. I truly hope you're satisfied, because I'm done talking. I don't use the P word that often, but will you please leave me alone now? Farewell, my lovely. I wonder what it was like for authors in 1940. Farewell, my lovely. You should pick it up sometime. You know, when you're not investigating this murder. You don't know what you're doing, do you?
I'm really very busy right now. Do you mind? Sure, Bishop. What can I do for you? Look, I don't exactly have time for this right now. Is this a joke? Did Pawn 44 put you up to this?
You bitch! Call them off my sister! The Bishop knows what you did to Matthew. How you cracked his skull open and then smiled as he died at your feet! Admit it! Tell the Bishop what you did!
What is your problem for? I thought Oh, wait. I see now. If you accuse me, then there's no way to prove you wrong, is that it? We were together all day. It sure would get you out of being investigated, wouldn't it?
Don't listen to her, Bishop. She's poison. I followed her into Bishop 8's old cabin and found her standing over his body. She...
That's a lie. Both of you, shut up.
I can't believe this. You're just going to believe her because nobody likes me? This is bullshit!
Route 25, control your people.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's enough. I have a big enough headache as it is, and neither of you can prove a damn thing. So drop it. You can squabble and bitch to the investigators in Ireland.
Alana, please, you can't just ignore this.
Oh, I'm not. If you want to stay within eyeshot of Pawn 32, by all means do so.
But you have to investigate. At least go through her stuff. Look for I don't know, a bomb or something?
Get back to work.
Forget it. I'm done with you people.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. I'm not entirely ruling him out. Get back to work.
Bishop, hey! I was hoping you'd come talk to me. Well, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Those nanites are creepy, but they sure did the trick. Did you know the original version of the medical nanite was principally developed by David Shelter himself? So too was your CMC, your PCU, and your BUS. If any of it malfunctioned, you'd be SOL. Yeah, it's true. Totally with you, Bishop, 100%. We should write a letter to have them drop the silly code names. So impersonal. Would you like to write a letter with me sometime? Then to Shelter it'll be. In the Consortium, I will soon have a name. My name is David Benedict. I don't know. I just like hanging out with you, I guess. I hope that's all right. Is it all right to hang out with you? Good! Yeah! Well, I think we're gonna be great friends, you and I. So, can I ask you something? Friend? Oh man, that's just crazy just to say it out loud. Really? Okay. Do you guys know how Kirill knew about Matt? I'm sorry, Pawn 7? His name was Matt Wilson, his real name. But anyway, do you know how Kirill knew about his death? One of us? Right, the same person who killed Pawn 7. So who was it then? Do you know? You can't possibly think I had anything to do with his death, can you? It's not right. It's not possible, I mean. I mean, I'm not nervous because I'm doing anything incriminating or would insinuate anything of my involvement in the case. I mean, I was right here in Mission Ops when it happened. Ask Night 15, ask anyone. I didn't do it. I liked him. We used to talk about Bishop statistics. You know, how many career kills versus in-caps, lives saved, property damage, that sort of thing. He's the only one who understood that side of me. Well, yeah, you could say that. He didn't have many friends, but he and I, we were friends.
Hello, B. I'm down in lower avionics trying to repair this bloody ship's automated defenses. And big surprise, she isn't cooperating. Oh, and I can't unlock the hatch, so don't ask. Safety protocols and all that. Ow! And if she doesn't start cooperating, I'm gonna pour drink all over her main board.
I love you too, Wade.
Anyway, try not to get your kitty snort all over my buttons and switches. And stay out of my chair. Hey now, did I say you consider my throne? Well, since you're already sitting, how'd you like it? Pretty comfy, isn't it? Well, if heaven is made of Canadian hemp and velvet, and it probably is, then yeah.
Ah, come on, Zen. Stop doing that.
Alright, well, back to work. If I don't get this thing fixed soon, we could be in a world of hurt when another Angelov decides to drop in and say hi. And these bloody glitches sure aren't making things any easier. A virus? No. More likely it's a software bug from my last repair. My girl would pick up an honest-to-God virus. Sensors would be going off all over the place. As it stands, the sensors are showing seemingly random fluctuations in very minor systems. I haven't left the cockpit all day. Oh, Christ. Could be Spike in the cockpit. Blocking me out. Of course. I've been so preoccupied, I should have thought of that. Oh, did I hear that right? A bishop aiming to be helpful? Well, it's certainly a relief to know you're not all ego-driven hotheads. So, all I want you to do is observe instances of this so-called virus. When you see something, let me know of the CMC. Show me, I don't know, 5 different particularly bad examples. And hey, have fun! I'd say so, yeah. If this is a virus with a purpose, then it having access to door locks is likely not a good thing. Just 4 more to go and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Since you skillfully smashed those F-35s all over Bulgaria, the damage to Zenlil is minimal and you won't need too many chips. Grab a bunch, then head up to Upper Avionics and the Upper Crawl. If you need more, you can always come back. Nah, sorry Bishop, can't talk, too much to do. Why don't you head over to those busted chip banks, Upper Crawl and Upper Avionics. Get going. Hey, so while you're doing that, why don't you ask me about Pawn 7? The K told you to question everyone. I can tell you that if I didn't let him break for lunch, he'd still be alive right now. I can also tell you that once I find them, whoever is responsible will never see daylight again. Pawn 7 was a good kid. A bit of a pain in the arse, sometimes, but most of these kids are. Other than whoever killed him, yes, I am. I told you before that I was working with him in the lower crawl. He was gone less than half an hour before the alarms went off. Needless to say, he's eating me up a little. It's not my job to get along with anyone on this plane. Pawn 7 and I disagreed on many things, and that I will take to the grave with regret. I certainly could have been nicer to him. My treatment of Pawn 4, which admittedly isn't very good, is what he was pissing on about. Speaking to me about in the crawl. It's actually what we were fighting over. Can you believe that? He was defending Pawn bloody 4, the newest and soon-to-be dismissed member of the Consortium Pawn team. Yeah, I don't think he realizes how quickly he alienates people. I want to see him work out, I guess, but he needs to show he can make an effort. It's possible, yeah, but what was happening? Was somebody contacting Angelov in there? Or contacting someone else? Oh, it's bloody frustrating having no answers to so many questions. The Ancestors' Endless Drink. It's a Guardian Church-produced collection of pleasant stories. It's propaganda aimed to make them seem like their headway meetings actually heal people. I mean, hey, people can do whatever they please, but I'll stick to my heathenry, thank you very much. The short answer is that it relates to their recently uncovered Prophecy of the Ancestors. Look it up on the info console if you want, but it's really just a load of nonsense. Yes, Bishop. Learned everything I know from my father. That is, of course, after our mother left for the States with Kieran and took Catholicism with her. I'm not entirely sure why I just told you that. Okay, we'll pretend you've been living under a rock for the past 20 years and missed the revolution of ancestral faiths across Europe. Being a heathen means that I follow the ways of my pre-Christian ancestors. And that's not the same ancestors the Guardian Church talk about, by the way. No, not quite. It's a little complicated, but he's been with the faith since he was a kid. Our mother converted him to Catholicism, and for our sake, he agreed. It was for the souls of our children, I remember her saying to him before they split. Oh, nothing against Catholicism, but she was a real nasty woman. And with that, I'll leave you to it. I'm sure you don't need me talking in your head all day. And there's the last one. I wish I could say, good job, but a monkey could replace a bunch of busted chips, so I'll say, thanks. Nah, sorry Bishop, can't talk. Too much to do. You can find out who killed Pawn 7, that would be nice, but don't tell the K if you do discover someone. You come to me first. Now get going.
No, I wouldn't say so. Only 3 more now. Thanks again for the help, by the way. Ah, yes. That one was already reported to me. It's good to see it in action, though. Alright, well, just 2 left. I can already tell it's worse than I thought. Yes, I saw that one myself up close and personal. And I don't want to talk about it. Only one more and I'll head to the cockpit to figure this out. I'm almost done down here anyway. Yeah, it does. I'll let everyone know to stay away from those. So I guess that's all of them. Good timing too. I'm pretty well finished here. Come and meet me in the cockpit if you can. I'll be up in just 2 shakes of a koala's. Oh, Christ! Oh, bugger. She's really pissed off now. Night 15 on Route 25. One of you need to shut down power to lower avionics immediately. She's got a mind of...
Wade? Come in, Rook 9. What is going on? Rook 13, I want you and Pawn 24 in lower avionics on the double.
Sir, the door is not responding.
Let me try it remotely. Oh! Remote door controls are not functioning, and neither are maintenance access points.
Well, figure it out! Now!
What the hell? The hatch door from lower avionics to the cockpit has just unlocked itself!
6, that means you're up. Enter lower avionics from the cockpit and get Wade out of there.
It looks as though Rook 9's vitals are decreasing. Whatever is happening in there, it's getting worse.
My God!
Stay focused, 6. Whoa! Stay back! It looks like it only gets worse as you approach him. Return to the cockpit. We need a new plan. Alana, tell us you have a brilliant plan to get Wade out.
I think so. I mean, it's going to be dangerous, but I could remotely reverse the polarity of the Bishop's BUS to attract rather than...
We don't need details, just do it!
Okay, it's done. Be damned careful, Bishop. Your BUS will now attract every electrical current in that room.
Let's try this again, 6, and take it slowly. Oh my God! Forget slowly! Stick him with the nanites and get the hell out of there!
What is going on?
You don't need to tell me twice.
Okay, 6, it's your turn. Time to go. How are you feeling, Wade? And what exactly happened in there?
I'm actually not too bad, thanks to the Bishop. Bit of a headache, but nothing to worry about. And what happened? Your guess is truly as good as mine, boss. I was just about finished with the repairs to our autoguns when Sanil's computer core started surging electricity. I must have blacked out after that.
The medical nanites have repaired about 75% of the damage you were subjected to. The other 25% must be repaired by myself or Pawn 24, at your earliest convenience.
In other words, Wade, you've got more or less a clean bill of health. Good to still have you with us.
Thanks, Kieran. I'll come down once I'm finished these repairs. And wait a second. Still have me with you? Are you saying I almost died? Crikey.
No, of course not. The Bishop was all over it from the get-go.
I knew he'd come to my rescue. Did she now? Well, thanks, Alana. You can fix my suit any day.
Don't push it, Captain, or next time you fry. So can we talk about the elephant in the room now? These so-called system bugs that have been going unchecked since this morning.
I know. B did a pretty good job convincing me it was a virus, just before I was mistaken for popcorn. Whether it was Angelov who somehow infected my girl, or the bastard who killed Pawn 7, someone is definitely pulling our strings.
I agree, but there's nothing we can do except hold it together and reach Ireland in one piece. That's fine. And to all of you, you may not want to mention this incident to anyone. We don't want to further scare the crew for no good reason.
Because holding back information from them was such a good idea last time.
Come on, Alana. Ease up.
No, it's fine. She's right. I admit that I should never have done that with Pawn 7. But this is different. They are already on edge, and I'd rather not have them start turning on each other. Just do what I say, Alana, please.
You're the boss.
Right. And 6, Don't forget the Queen is still wanting to speak with you in Global Ops. Hey, Six, are you ready to meet with the Queen? Here, hang on one moment. Oh, and be forewarned, she doesn't like it when you waste her time. So choose your words carefully.
Incoming AV.
Good afternoon to you both. Let's try and keep this quick and to the point. Bishop 6. First, it's wonderful to finally meet you. The king has been particularly adamant about you. And of course, he sends his regards and his regrets for not being here. Cute. And call me Mum. It drives me nuts, but they all seem to like it. Is he serious? You know full well where I fit into the Consortium. Let's not waste anyone's time with inane pleasantries. Is that respect I hear? Keep this up and we'll get along just fine. Only try not to call me ma'am. I'm not that old. It's bad enough these ones calling me ma'am all the time. Now, I wanted to start by expressing my sincerest condolences over what happened to Pawn 7. He was an exemplary officer, and I'm told an integral part of your crew. He will no doubt be missed.
Yes, he will be. It should also be noted that if it wasn't for the Bishop being quick on his feet, we may have also lost Pawn 1.
I heard. Well done, Bishop, but don't expect a gift basket or commendation. You did your job, and you did it well. All of which we expect from our bishops. Good man, that's what I like to hear.
Right. So, about Pawn 7, I wanted to...
Hold on. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, first, I hear that Wade will make a full recovery, and that is good to hear. The details surrounding what happened in Lower Avionics, however, is for another meeting at another time. So, Bishop 6, the King has managed to trace the takeoff point of Angela's boarding carrier to an airbase outside Edirne, Turkey. Hidden on the servers of this base was a document Angelov had apparently written for his men. It detailed one fact of their mission. Bishop 6 must die, or someone would kill them and their families.
In all fairness, Mum, we can't believe anything Kirill says or does or talks about doing. Even this document could have been planted for the King to find. Kirill is no slouch when it comes to subterfuge.
True. And this is why I want you speaking with him the instant he wakes up. We need to know what he knows, if anything, and he may be more willing to talk now that he's been beaten. Hell, he may even respect the Bishop for beating him. But that's not important right now. What is important is to find out why. Why you specifically? Why now? And perhaps, who did you go and piss off before joining us? Well then, take a guess. There must be something in your past, something you've done. Excuse me, the Guardian Church, one of our biggest financial supporters, not to mention the fact that I'm close personal friends with Rick Perlman.
What did you do? 6, what on earth do you think you're doing?
Turn. Bishop, I don't know what game you're playing here, but it stops now.
Oh boy.
I want you to think real hard about what you say next. Apology acknowledged. Now, do you have anything to say about why Kirill tried to kill you?
Damn it, 6, what is wrong with you?
I'm going to give you one chance to apologize for wasting our... Actually, you know what? Just cut the crap, or Night 15 and I will continue this meeting on a private CMC channel. Are we clear? Good. Now, Kirill, do you know why he did what he did? Or who could have hired him? Okay, then I believe you. Good. And try to remember this. Don't call me ma'am.
Incoming AV communication.
Who invited Wheats?
It wasn't me, I swear.
Good afternoon, everybody. Terran, Mum. Ah, yes, Bishop 6. I was hoping to catch your attention for a moment. The light blesses my luck, it seems.
Colin, it's good to see you. I trust you've been filled in on today's events.
I have, yes. I mostly just wanted to confirm that we're a go in Ireland. The Stormbird will be about an hour behind Zenlil. Oh, and I heard Bishop 6 brought down Angelov. Bravo. The ancestors must be keeping an eye on you. So, he's polite and modest. Wow. That's certainly refreshing, after so many years listening to Bishop 8 prattle on like he was born in a dumpster.
What was that?
We believe there's a virus running through the ship, possibly from Angelov somehow. Rook 9 is on it, and he's fairly confident he can track it down and kill it.
Huh. The king never told me of any virus.
Well, no offense, Mum, but you've got other things to worry about.
This is true.
So, is that all you wanted, Wheats? We will be seeing you in a few hours, after all. Maybe you've got better things to do.
Why must everyone keep calling me by my last name? And just 1 minute. Bishop. That is such a dreary thing to call you. What is your real name again? Is it? Well, how about you give me a really good answer? Oh? And why not? You know what? Forget it. I think I have a name for you, and I believe that you've heard this one before.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Bishop.
You've been given a
destiny to
fulfill by the Lords of
Light.
And you cannot save
us all without first
saving yourself from darkness.
Well, that was certainly interesting. First-rate Wheat's weirdness. And why is my connection not affected by whatever just happened to his?
I have honestly stopped trying to figure things out today.
Well, let's try and get this meeting finished before he comes back, shall we? Now, Bishop, last topic of the day, Pawn 7. I find it curious that the very day you board Zenlil, one of our most respected pawns is found dead only a few hours later. I hear Knight 15 tasked you with that. Good. You can only help the investigators in Ireland by stirring things up a little now. Also, we'll be using your CMC records as part of the investigation. Good luck with that. Right. So I will speak with the king about everything we've discussed, after which he can decide what our next move will be. And Knight 15, you and Wade get that boat to Ireland in one piece.
We will. And you be careful too, Mum. There's no telling who else out there's been given this EMP weapon. Knight 5 has already been told to repeatedly scan for heat signatures at long range. We don't know whether or not Kirill's was the only one of those cloaked boarding carriers, and we're not taking any chances.
Excellent work, and I'm sure we'll be just fine. The Aether's a good ship. It'll get us to BC in one piece.
I hope you're right.
Aren't I always?
I'm glad you're still here. It shows initiative. You can leave now if you wish, but I was just curious if you'd like to ask me anything about what you saw. Maybe about the Queen, or Knight 18. You have no idea. Her father is a Korean diplomat, and her mother an Indian cabinet minister. As you can imagine, that has given her a very unique view of the world. We all have an immense amount of respect for her. The king, most of all. No, she doesn't. I don't think I've ever met someone so constantly on the move and in a hurry. She considers it a criminal offense to waste her time with anything not Consortium related. Well, we can talk some more later. I've got some unfortunate calls to make, starting with Pawn 7's family. His mother and I go back quite a few years. We were friends during my university days. Oh, and I'll have Wade load a new VT scenario for you. So head over there when you have a second.
Wait, Bishop, hold up a second. I have an urgent matter to discuss with you. Thank you. We are safe to talk in, for now anyway. I took advantage of the problems we've been having, managed to hack our sensors and disrupt those in this room. I'm really not sure where to start. I barely trust myself right now. Yes, but once you hear what I have to say, you understand why I had to do it. I can't trust anybody aboard this ship, Rook 9 and Rook 13 least of all. Okay, I've been a pawn on this vessel for about 3 years now. And you can trust me when I say that I know these people, and I know them well. Lately, though, I've noticed... well... can I trust you, Bishop 6?
He actually thinks he can screen me? He's one hell of an engineer, but I'm bloody Rook 9. Tell him you trust him, and let's hear what he has to say.
Ancestors, watch me here today. I was doing a diagnostic on our communications a week ago. Routine, something I've done 1,000 times. I didn't think much of it then, but when Angelov showed up, well, I knew what I'd found was something, I don't know, more. Huh, yeah? So what? What does that have to do with anything? One more thing. First, you have to promise me that you won't tell anyone else what I'm about to say. And I mean nobody, Bishop. Not Rook 9, not even Night 15.
This isn't so funny anymore. I know 64 and he's a good man. Honest, down to earth.
Okay, well, here goes. The records I found showed over a dozen communications within the past month, all between the medical bay and an unlisted number in Bulgaria. At first I thought it was only a little odd. No other calls from the med bay went anywhere else except Pawn 24's sister in Hamburg. And now, well...
You've got to be kidding me. Keep him talking. It should only take me a moment to confirm what he said. If this bloody thing wants to work, that is.
Yes, maybe both of them? I certainly hope not, but it's a hard thing to ignore. And if it's true, then whoever these enemies Angelov spoke of, well, they're deeply rooted and beyond the eyes of the king.
Ha! Well, he's right about the calls. However, the records could have been fudged easily enough. Call from one room, and then change the records to show they came from elsewhere.
You can thank Pawn 19 for that. She's been yapping about the encounter since it happened. Of course it's possible, but not easy. Someone like Rook 9 could have done it, though. That's partly why I never went to him with what I'd found. I was afraid of him. I'm still afraid of him.
This is really something else. It's pretty simple, B. If I was working with Angelov, then Angelov would have succeeded.
You know those experimental bullets Angelov hit us with? Well, during our last major repair, only 2 weeks back, I happened to notice...
Atmospheric stability failing. Evacuate this room immediately.
What the hell does that mean? It's locked. It shouldn't be locked. Why is it locked, Bishop? Yeah, I think it's the air. It's getting thinner.
We've got a situation here, people. I can't access the atmosphere or security controls to the Bishop's cabin.
Someone open this bloody door!
Rook 25?
I'm coming. Hang on. Wait, have Pawn 32 meet me there. I may need her.
Pawn 32, report immediately to the Bishop's cabin.
And hurry up about it! I knew I shouldn't have done this. Shouldn't have opened my damn mouth. Rook 9, you son of a bitch, help us! Well, that's easy for you to say with that helmet giving you all the air you need.
Not unless you both want to die. You'd have to not only share your helmet, but your BUS as well. The helmet activates and uses a built-in air supply.
Does that mean I'm going to suffocate if you don't share it? What are they saying on your CMC? Can they help me?
Here, guys. I'll have you out in no time. Just hang in there.
Alana, thank the ancestors. Please, hurry.
Just stay calm and try to breathe normally.
I think I've almost got it.
Okay.
I refuse to be outsmarted by my own bloody plane.
God damn it! This is useless. It's acting as if this one room has been put into lockdown and it won't recognize my commands.
How much time does he have?
3 minutes before Pawn 64 is sucking on nothing but his own fumes.
I want them out of there, now.
We're trying. We're trying!
Wait a second. Wait. Yes! There it is! Got it!
Atmosphere returning to normal.
I don't know who saved me, but if it was you, Wade, I'm sorry I doubted you.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Are you guys all right?
Get the hell away from me! Especially you! I am going to the barracks. Do not follow me. After what just happened, afford me at least that courtesy.
Wait, 64. Just tell us what happened.
One of you tried to kill me. That's what happened. Now back off.
I can't believe this. Any of it. Nothing today makes any sense.
Does someone want to explain any of that? Wade?
Boss, Pawn 64 found evidence pointing to a crew member as the one helping Angelov. And he was trying to tell the Bishop about it when the room shut down.
The King will be looking into our CMC logs momentarily, as they transmit directly to him and only him. It won't take much longer, and then we can rule out the five of us entirely.
If I may, I believe our killer noticed the Bishop and Pawn 64 were in the cabin together, and attempted to kill Pawn 64 for that reason alone. To scare the Bishop, ultimately, I would think was a tactic. Or test him, perhaps.
Sherlock Boyle shares an opinion. Well, gods be praised.
Okay, everyone. So here is the score. First, Wade. I want our auto-weapon systems operational yesterday. Once that's finished...
I know, boss. The virus. I've already made some progress on that front.
That's what I'd like to hear. 6. I want to see you in my office immediately. It's the last cabin on your left before reaching mission ops. I've already locked down that section of the plane, and after you speak to me in my office, you are to have no further physical contact with the crew until we reach Ireland. Is that understood? Are you kidding me? Being around you is very clearly poison, and I won't see another crew member succumb to it. Yes, that is one place you can go, after you come and see me. There, or your cabin. The entire VT system is directly interfaced with the King himself to prevent tampering. If Zenlil's systems are compromised, then that booth is just about the safest place for you to be. I think that's fairly unlikely. Touché, 6. Maybe it is about time someone reevaluates just how impervious K1 really is.
What if we have a mole on board? A pawn, maybe. I don't know. What else could this be? Tell me I'm wrong.
There's no point speculating without concrete evidence. It's as simple as that. One step at a time, and first, let's get to Ireland in one piece.
Yes, sir. Of course, you're right. Hey, Bishop, wait just 1 minute. This is a private channel between us, so please speak freely. You've been spending some time with the crew since Pawn 7 was killed, and I was thinking if you even had a guess as to who may be responsible. I could keep an eye out. Maybe we'll get lucky? Just like that. Well, alright. I guess we'll see what we see. Hopefully you're not just picking a name at random.
6. My office. Now? Come in, 6. Wade tells me that he's regained full control over environmental systems. And so a repeat of what just happened with Pawn 64 is highly... unlikely. I'll never use the word impossible again. Please, have a seat. Okay? Stand if you prefer. Wade! Did you show the Bishop that damned video?
Oh, hell, B. That was supposed to be our little secret. Sorry, boss. I was down in the crawl and he just started going through my stuff.
It doesn't matter. Shush. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. And thanks a lot, B.
Wade's in the doghouse.
Shut up, Alana.
So, I haven't asked you here to berate you with questions about my dead or nearly killed officers. There'll be plenty enough of those in Ireland. Nor am I going to ask you again why you think someone is causing all of... this.
Sorry to interrupt, boss. I thought you should know that our auto guns are repaired and ready.
Good. Now, to the medbay.
Way ahead of you.
As you may have noticed, 6, I care a great deal about this crew, and I also respect their opinions. Following what happened with Angelov, I've asked them to report their encounters with you. All in all, it seems you've handled yourself well. Most of the crew have nothing worth reporting. What about you? How do you feel you're fitting in? I'm glad to hear it. They really are the finest. Anyway, I'm glad we had this talk. You and I always need to be on the same page.
Bishop, hey. Heads up. I think we got something here.
What is it, Alana?
Well, the Bishop suggested I follow Pawn 32, and she's just unlocked Bishop 8's cabin, went inside, and locked the door behind her.
Patricia? It can't be.
She also has some sort of device clipped onto her back. Something small. I couldn't tell what it was.
I'm almost back to the cockpit. 10 seconds. I can unlock the door from there.
It looks like she's altering the BUS through her VR deck.
She's finishing what she started before killing Port 7.
What the hell are you doing?
How did you... Don't come any closer.
What's that device on your back?
Look, I can't explain it, but the bishop, he cannot be allowed to reach the Churchill Tower. You must listen to me, Alana, please.
In London? What the hell are you talking about? And I ask again, what is that on your back?
Zenith, initiate code 2121.
Oh, bloody hell.
Get down,
That just messed up all my sensors and
You
accesses.
don't stand a chance. You guys see that? That thing on her back must be a containment unit.
You're probably wondering where I got a containment unit that fits into the palm of my hand. They gave it to me, Alana. They are so far more advanced than you could possibly imagine.
Wait a second. Keep her talking.
Please. None of you understand what he or she is. They require its death or we'll never be saved.
She's completely lost it. 6. Ask her about her husband. They've just been married.
I don't have a husband. They put us together. He was a believer like me, but now he's dead. Part of my mission was to take his life. I think they wanted me to prove I could do it.
You insane bitch.
Yes, of course. He was never meant to beat you. That EMP gave me access to lower avionics, where I managed to plant the primary virus. And now, we're all going to die because I failed. Seeker is what Henry calls you, isn't it? What are you seeking from this other world of yours? Truth? Is that what you think this is all about?
You need to take her down, 6. Now!
So, Bowen 24 told me about the brain scan. And I quote, "The bishop has an unnaturally high concentration of synaptic activity." Do you honestly believe that's a coincidence?
Kieran, what is she talking about?
It is true. We ran a brain scan after you told him to come and see me. It is as Pawn 32 says.
I know what you're going to say. That the bishop must be playing a joke on everyone. That's probably what its superiors want you to think. But your naivety won't last forever.
Alana! 6! One of you knock her out! That's an order!
Wait a second, Kay. Let me try something. Okay. Come on, Patricia. This is madness. You don't want to hurt us. We don't want to hurt you. Put the gun down.
Rook 25. Pick up your weapon or exit the room. Do it now!
Bishop 6, or whatever your real name is. Do you know they are lying to you? This is all a sick game their king is playing, using you and your world like rats in a maze. Dear God, please accept.
Good work.
Damn you!
We'll have her brought to the brig, and the investigators in Ireland can take her from there.
I guess to say we're having a bad day would be a understatement at this point.
Nothing about today has been anywhere near normal. And the only thing different from yesterday and the day before that is you. What are we going to do about this? Any ideas? Cute. But the king has always made the most informed decisions from a pool of countless professionals the world over. There's no need to be a smart-ass. The king's hiring of her is not to blame, no matter what's happened to her since. Good. I know today has been rough, but we need to stick together. Wade, patch my CMC into the ship's loudspeaker. I've had quite enough fun for one day.
Okay, you're on.
Attention, everyone. Attention. has been a long and difficult day for all of us. And I find myself humbled to have a crew as dedicated and brave as the men and women on this ship. While the day may have been long, unfortunately it is not yet over. I am now issuing security protocol X-03. All pawn personnel will report immediately to the barracks until further notice. This is for everyone's safety until we touch ground in Ireland. Thank you.
You can't seriously be thinking of locking them in there.
That's the plan, yes. Do you have a better idea to help prevent more of our crew members from dying or killing each other? Because I'm all ears if you do.
It was Pawn 32. She was responsible for everything. Helping Kieran, planting the virus, killing Pawn 7. All of it. You're treating them like prisoners, and it's frankly disgusting.
Alana, don't push me right now.
Excuse me! You can't deny that you've been making some pretty bad decisions today.
Don't do this.
But I, for one, think it is getting us somewhere.
6 is right. And you are going to regret this after you regain your senses.
Oh, good. The new bishop here really does have a brain.
I really don't like reminding my crew that this technically is not a democracy. They'll stay in the barracks.
Hey, come on, people. Reality check. We're not out of this yet. Can we maybe save the petty arguments for after we touch ground?
You're right.
Wade, how close are you to fixing these bloody lights?
Oh, give me some credit. I've got this virus by the balls now that it's shown us its ass.
Very colourful.
Thanks. Oh, we're saving that one. Alright, so first B, I can't power down the system because there's a chip missing from the battery crawl control bank. I bet $1 million Pawn 32 took it before she started messing around with the bus. Look around the cabin. It has to be there. Okay, now take that chip to the battery crawl and plug it into the control bank there. The battery crawl is accessible from the hangar bay and the galley. In the hangar bay, it's the hatch on the second level directly underneath the CCU. Perfect. That'll do the trick. I need to reset some lesser systems, so we're gonna lose lights for a few seconds.
Sounds good. Do it.
We're back up and everything is in the green. The virus is gone. I hope.
Good work. I think we can all breathe a little easier now.
Well, I'll be damned. Hey, guys. I think the virus may have tampered with our local newswire connection. There's a channel that wasn't there an hour ago, and yet it's most voted over the past 3 hours. There's some seriously strange stuff going on in London right now.
Oh, gods. Let me guess. The Churchill Tower.
You got it. And we've also got a second incoming TS packet from London.
This is not happening.
Let me patch the newswire broadcast through the whole ship. Just a sec.
If this freak thunder snowstorm wasn't enough for one day, it's hard to believe that an unknown number of armed terrorists have taken control of the Churchill Tower. First reports are sketchy but conclusive, and I assure you this is no prank. Voice and image recognition have confirmed the leader of the hostage takers is none other than Saad bin Laden. I assure you again, this is no joke. Saad bin Laden, you'll remember, was thought to have been killed almost 15 years ago during one of the final American raids against Al-Qaeda. Your guess is as good as mine, folks, and all I can tell you right now is to stay by the newswire. The instant I know more, you will too. This is Malcolm Thomas, reporting from London, England, just outside the Churchill Tower.
Thought to have been killed. Saad was killed, shot through the heart. I know an American bloke who was there when it happened.
Don't you guys realize? Patricia knew. She said the bishop cannot reach the Churchill Tower. You don't think...
No, Alana. I can assure you that the king will not be sending us to London. We've had enough excitement for one day.
Yeah, well, I hate to be the bringer of disappointment, but...
Don't you dare say it, Wade.
I've just been given a course change from the king. We're headed for the center of London.
Seriously? Does he not know what we've been through today? Tell him to send Tiamat. Everyone knows Night 11 loves these types of missions.
No joke, Alana. 5 minutes till mission briefing.
come on, Kay. Do something. This isn't right.
Okay, everyone. You heard Wade. Meet in the hollow room on the double. Briefing in 5.
So, everyone's just going to ignore me now? A bloody Bin Laden in London? This isn't just insane, it's some sort of practical joke. It has to be.
Alana, today is proving to be full of surprises. You should really learn to roll with the punches.
Shut up, Kieran.
Hello, Seeker. Yes, I know it's you. I understand Interdimensional Games has created a video game from your trips to this world, even calling it Consortium. Are you familiar with what they call their alternate reality game?
Do you know who I am?
In time they will know, if you wish it. But for now it's important your crew not be distracted from their duty. And so your satellite restricts such options in conversation. A storm has only just touched down, and you all need to stay alert and at your best.
Excellent. I like to hear that. Well, I suppose we shouldn't keep the others waiting too much longer. Your IDGI and Canadian government are making the choice to send people through the rift. I'm only allowing you through with the hopes you will do what is right.
Let me return the question and ask. If you feel it is amoral, why are you here? So because the connection exists, you may as well try and use it for good. I can appreciate that, sort of. But what about the others in your world who are having fun playing a game? Do you know how many Bishop Sixes are being maimed and killed as we speak? No, that was not an option. He had to be unaware of the process, or it would not work. As long as you keep him safe.
He will be safe.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I noticed a request from Pawn 51 regarding Alvarez Famosa's whereabouts in London. Was that from you? I looked into it, and he is in London visiting his cousin. He's grown up a lot since back in 2028, and now works for the same tech security firm his cousin works for.
He's even been married for 3 years.
Don't be juvenile. They'd never be involved with something like that. And I don't yet understand what is happening, but I know the men and women who have taken control of the Churchill Tower are not Al-Qaeda.
Someone probably thinks it's funny to use a name from your time, a familiar threat.
Whoever it is, they're screwing with you.
Okay, now we've really got to get to work. There's much to be done out there, and we're running out of time. I'll see you soon.
6, go ahead and take a seat. We'll be getting started soon. All right, everyone. The King tells me he's ready for us. Zen, display priority consortium signal, authorization code 7383 Alpha.
7383 Alpha accepted. Now connecting Consortium King.
Happy holidays, everyone.
So let's hear it then. Why us? Stormbird or Tiamat should be given this one. We're in no condition to be handling a mission like this.
Alana, let him talk.
Rook 25, I can only ask that you be patient, and trust me. You should also know that I have personally reviewed all of your CMC records, with nothing of note found. And I am told X03 is in effect.
Executive Order 3. It is an emergency command only utilized when a knight loses control of his or her personnel and is making an emergency landing because of it. It has never been used in 10 years of Consortium operations.
Ha, that's probably because no pawn's ever cracked a fruity on us before.
Or been murdered. Or been shot by bullets fired from a pre-war F-35.
Unfortunately, that part of the order will have to wait.
So the Bishop is in. And the King has never steered us wrong before. Okay, let's hear the plan.
Good. We don't have any time to waste. Now, before I get into the details of this operation, I've decided to bring in another Rook to remotely aid you.
Not only can his political knowledge be helpful, but he also has personal ties with what is occurring in London.
One moment. Some of you already know Rook 3.
James Lensworth! Sorry, Rook 3. What a wonderful surprise! I thought you'd been abducted. I haven't heard a word in months.
Hello, Taryn. Certainly been a while. Things have been pretty crazy up here lately. Disarming Strawman and Global was a real bitch of a job. I've been meaning to connect.
Are you all right? What is going on?
I'm fine. One minute I'm TOing my quarters, and the next I'm being dragged here by my assistant.
Jim, you pencil-pushing bastard. You know you still owe me a drink.
Wade, you crazy bastard. I can't believe they keep giving you the keys to that bucket.
Here, let me introduce you to our savior of the day, Bishop 6. He took down Angelov, survived an assassination attempt, and is all around a pretty great guy.
Bishop, I still don't know what in the pits is going on, but it sounds like you saved some lives. There's a lot of goddamn good people on that plane, so nice work. Hell of a first day. Yeah, Taryn and I go way back. And I was on that crew for a time when Zenlil was first commissioned.
Yes, he was. Rook 3 here was once an integral part of this crew.
It didn't work out.
Well, hello there, Alana. I knew you couldn't keep from running your motor much longer.
So, Jim, how's Darcy been anyway? Last I heard she was over in China, managing a plant for the Global Senate.
She's fine, thanks. I haven't seen her in a while, but she's actually been living in London for the past year or so. Doing well for herself.
Oh, bugger. I'm sorry.
What? What's going on?
How long have you been sleeping?
I don't know, 5, maybe 6 hours. Why? Somebody better tell me something.
I will explain. Please, we are running low on time. The Churchill Tower, built over the River Thames, near the financial district of London, England.
Oh, God. Did the damn thing blow up?
No, Rook 3. From what we can so far ascertain, your daughter Darcy and the other hostages have been unharmed.
Hostages? Is this some kind of bad joke? I know my birthday is coming up again.
No joke. Not like last year. I will explain everything.
Now, as I was saying, the Churchill Tower is the second tallest building in the world, standing at 840 meters, and consisting of 208 floors, including those below ground.
The top 43 floors are in mid-construction, and will soon be a 5-star hotel. A partially constructed roof will thus supply several safe landing zones for our bishop to aim for.
No offense to anyone present, but I'd like to request Bishop 10 for this mission. He'd get my Darcy out of that nuke and waiting without breaking a sweat.
Bishop 6 will get her back, Rook 3. I can promise you that.
Uh-huh. If you say so.
Just breathe, Seeker. Breathe. Good. It's not like they're judging you or anything. What we are mostly concerned with is what lies between the hotel and the businesses below. A currently unknown number of armed soldiers have seized this section of the building, the Churchill Tower Power Facility, specifically where Rook 3's daughter, Darcy Lensworth, is employed. British authorities have given us control of the situation, and we've been asked to handle things as swiftly as possible.
Sir, the newswire says these so-called terrorists are led by Saad bin Laden. How is that possible?
Clearly, American intelligence over the death of bin Laden was incorrect.
Someone is luring us and we're playing right into it like a bunch of amateurs. It's Bishop 2 all over again.
Unless you have something useful to add, Alana, please be quiet.
Well, you tell Bishop 6 that this trap is shaping up to swallow him whole.
What an asinine analogy. He's a bishop. He can handle any horse shit thrown his way.
Voice and image analysis have confirmed that their leader is in fact Osama bin Laden's son. Here is his statement of their demands, as passed to us by British authorities. I'll let it speak for itself.
الله أكبر والعزة لله. لقد أرسلنا نحن هنا في مهمة جهادية مقدسة لوضع حد للخيانة والخداع الذي يمارسه الغرب على شعوبنا. فقد وصلتنا بحمد الله وعونه معلومات عن نظام إيصال للسلاح الكيميائي VXY الذي يتم تطويره على منشآت مبنية فوق أراضينا نحن لملايين المسلمين. حتى على الرغم من توقيع اتحاد أمريكا الشمالية على معاهدة حظر أسلحة الدمار الشامل، المجموعة التي تم القبض عليها هم مهندسو وفنيي هذا المشروع الاستعماري للاتحاد، وهم شركاء في الجريمة أيضا. اتبعوا تعليماتنا ونفذوا طلبنا لنفرج عنهم، وإن تجاهلتم طلباتنا سوف نذيقهم غضب الله الشديد. الله أكبر.
Wow. A VXY delivery system, a holy crusade, NAU conspiracies are suffering the wrath of God? And when did people start becoming infidels again?
For all intent and purpose, Bin Laden and the men fighting for him should not exist.
We also have no idea why they believe a VXY delivery system is being developed on site, and this makes them highly dangerous. Clearly, disinformation is involved. But the threat is real.
So, if it's not a weapon, can we assume someone else let them into the tower for another reason? To lure us would be my first guess.
Maybe these sons of bitches are just stupid and have bad information.
I'm only exploring all possibilities.
It sounds to me like you're only running your mouth and clouding the issue.
I know he is. And it's working. Kay, look. I'm not about to take this bureaucrat's high-handed garbage for an entire mission.
Relax, Boyle.
Alana, you need to accept the situation and let us move forward. Right now.
I'm sorry. Again. I guess I haven't exactly been looking forward to this visit with my dad. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about that anymore, do I?
Oh, you're making me cry.
Alana, don't. Just don't.
Thank you, Night 15. British police, of course, have been explaining to this Bin Laden how ridiculous his claim is. To no avail. It is time for action.
Bishop, I know this is your first real mission, but I want the terrorists subdued and the hostages rescued, by the numbers. This means following your knight's instructions to the letter.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's all right, Seeker. I think you'll find yourself a natural at this. Just keep your head down and avoid getting shot in the head.
Night 15. I will leave the remaining details in your capable hands.
Good luck, everyone.
And I've got some catching up to do. I'll see y'all at mission start.
All right. So, we've only got a few minutes till drop time. Rooks, I want you to start prepping by studying schematics and all the other background data that's been supplied to us. I'll be in my office doing the same.
Boss? Kirill is awake and he's asking for the Bishop. Well, he's actually having a bit of a fit.
Bishop, maybe before you head over to the hangar bay, you could go and speak to him in the brig. You may as well see what you can find out. Just make sure you have enough time to gear up in the hangar bay before it's time to jump.
Word, child. There's no higher purpose to your assassination attempt. No grand plan. No celestial governance. And worst of all for you, your god is nowhere to be found.
You haven't seen the things I have.
Enlighten us then. What have you seen?
The Guardian of Wisdom is here, on Earth. Many of them have returned in anticipation of the prophecy fulfillment. They are here, waiting. Wisdom showed me what was to come. Wisdom brought me into the great abyss of time, and through the ancestors' light, I saw mass atrocities committed by Bishop 6 here and his crew.
It sounds to me like someone fed you LSD-soaked baby food, and then proceeded to fill your simple mind with lies.
I thought you were an enemy of the Consortium. Why do you fight me?
If there's one thing I hate more than the Consortium and its king, is a traitor to their own people. You are less than scum.
I am not a traitor. I swore allegiance long before the king existed. Before he was even an idea in Shelter's head. I was never part of the Consortium, nor the Guardian Church, if you are wondering. They are both lies.
You've got my attention.
try not to lose it.
They are both puppet organizations. False teeth for a far more powerful entity that controls us all. And I do not mean K1.
And so, you actually know who this more powerful entity is? Tell me.
Now you want to hear what I have to say. Forget it.
You don't even know who they are, do you?
You don't deserve the truth. You were given every advantage to destroy this plane, and yet you still failed.
We would not have failed had the knight played fair. Instead, she gasped me like a rabid animal.
You would not have failed had you actually done what you were supposed to do.
And what is your excuse, traitor?
At least I did what I was told.
Ha! Of course you did, since you clearly have no discernible mind of your own. Your wisdom guardian should be so proud.
You really love the sound of your own voice, don't you, Angelo? We'll see how wide you're smiling when they come for you. When they come for all of us.
Let them come. I fear nothing.
What do you want?
Am I getting under your skin, Pawn?
Yes. You are so far in over your head.
I wonder if he calls himself the Guardian of Wisdom. Is anyone else picturing a wirehead in his mother's basement?
Do you really believe it holds merely a power facility? Or that it's some kind of weapon system? Tell me, who do you think owns the hotel they are building above the facility?
I know the answer to that. It's David Shelter. One of his subsidiaries owns the hotel, and it seems his Worldview Industries partly owns the power facility. Blimey, what does that even mean?
What? He is the king's creator. CEO of Worldview Industries? The man who they say vanished a decade ago.
The bishop here has a habit of saying the strangest things.
He could be. His disappearance is suspect in itself. A man like that doesn't disappear unless he wants to. One theory is that he realized his mistake in building the king, and has set out to make it right.
I've heard that one. I've also heard that he is dead, killed by one of his rivals at Strummen, or Obsidian.
There's also the one that says he is living and working on a top-secret project of some kind. Something even bigger than the king.
If either of you care, I've said all I'm going to say. They'll come. And when they do, they'll have to spare me. God help me. I did what he told me. Maybe he meant for me to fail this time. Maybe I'll be given another chance. Maybe I can still kill the bishop after all!
Shut up! After you say, I have said all I am going to say, it really hurts my feelings when you in fact do not stop speaking.
God will protect me. I know he will. He must.
God is dead. Your other church killed him.
Blasphemous bastard!
Well, isn't she just a whole pile of fun? Just so we are clear, I do not like you very much. But I may need you before this day is done. So if I tell you what I know, the truth, what do I get in return?
Use his family. He's got a wife named Ivana and an 8-year-old daughter named Liliana. Both are hiding out in Varna City.
What about them? They are safely locked away. Tell me the truth, or never speak of my family again. Where in Varna are they located? If you know, you must tell me.
If you really want to do this, they're in a warehouse off the east end of Primorsky Park. What's left of it, anyway.
If your king knows where they are, then so do the people that I have failed. My family is already dead. I resign to my fate, Bishop. And I am prepared to die as your enemy. You deserve what is coming.
That man never ceases to amaze me. And don't let him bother you. He's just frightened because the moment we land, he'll be going to prison for a very, very long time. Now, get yourself to the hangar bay and prepare for your jump.
Bishop, you need to gear up. We only have a couple of minutes on the clock. Come to the hangar bay. It's all set to go. Just plug yourself in here and stock up. Once you choose, there's no going back until you return to Zending. Oh, and make sure to grab a freefall suit, or you're not going anywhere. So, Bishop, once you're sure you have what you want, let me know and we'll get you off this boat. So, are you ready yet? Good. Okay, sir. He's stocked up and ready to break heads.
We're already in a circling pattern around the Churchill Tower. Open the hangar bay door and wait for Wade's order.
Bishop, be careful and avoid getting shot. Do not wish to see you in the medbay once this is over.
We're in position, holding just above most of the turbulence from the storm. I should be able to keep it steady for your jump.
All right, Bishop. It really only looks worse than it is. Your freefall suit will do most of the work for you.
Good luck down there, B. We'll keep you covered from up here. You got nothing to worry about.
If I can have everyone's attention for a minute, I wanted to say a few quick words before we get down to business.
Oh, it's speech time again.
Yes, Wade, it is. There's no question that we have all been put to the ultimate test today. And in my mind, we have so far succeeded brilliantly. The King is asking for our blind trust and patience with this Churchill Tower debacle. And I, for one, am ready to give it to him. Now, what has happened with Pawn 32 is not something to be taken lightly. And the threat of another traitor is very real. The fact someone as seemingly dedicated as Patricia could do such a thing tells me that what we are up against is something beyond the scope.
Well, folks, it's almost Christmas, and all the children are eagerly awaiting the Seeker's arrival. Throughout most of the UK, there will be all officers to mission operations, followed by 20 centimeters of snow. Here at home, we're facing one hell of a storm front. One more, the Mars project.
Early this morning at the port of Felixstowe, 21 workers were found dead in a cargo container ship. The ship had survivors aboard. 21 dead.
Lights.
Nothing further.
Much
including cause
better.
of death and origin
Not
of
so
the
sorry to
vessel
wake
had
you,
been
Bishop.
released by
We thought you should know about our little
And that's the latest from here in London. I'm Malcolm Thomas.
You guys see that?
Huh? That one was a little close, but you have nothing to worry about.
Right there, lay down. We'll run a full body scan, just to be sure.
Okay, now what the hell was that? 2 near hits in a row? I'm running a diagnostic.
Now that we are, well, mostly alone, I wanted to speak with you, man to man. This whole ordeal has made me very curious about you.
That was not a random strike.
The Bishop's vitals are fluctuating.
Oh my god. His suit.
Well now, who the hell are you?
Hello, Karen. Just sit down and don't get in my way. I'm here for him, not you.
Why don't you show us the traitor behind that voice? Take the helmet off.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will. Shut up and sit down.
I'm detecting conductive elements in the Bishop's freefall suit. Con 32 must have reprogrammed the damn CCU output.
Just hang in there. I'm not about to lose you after everything we've been through today.
I don't think there's much of a choice.
Oh, you won't take another hit. So, are you ready yet?
Get down!
You're going to fail, Bishop, and die. Give it up. Let yourself fall to us and receive the eternal blessing. We will send word after the inevitable in a sea of bodies.